Hey guys, welcome to another video. So in this video, I'll be teaching you how to choose the best specs for your Pisonet business for Intel na CPU. Again, for Intel na CPU, not AMD, for Intel to. So let's get straight to the point na. So if you're looking to put up your Pisonet business at ang option mo is Intel lang, I suggest you go for the Intel i3 at i5. Ng i7 pwede rin kasi pero ang sobrang mahal ng i7. So we'll just take to i3 or i5 and make sure na it's on the second, third or fourth generation. Fifth generation and up, sobrang mahal na. Fourth and second, third and fourth. So okay yan ng Intel i3, i5 na second, third or fourth gen. So second naman is ang RAM. Ang RAM natin dapat, kung if you're planning to put up a Pisonet business, nang kailangan ang RAM mo at least 8 gig na today, because I observe na ang rules of survival ng I check sa MSI Afterburner, ang kinukonsume yan na RAM is around 8 not 8 but 3 gigs na, 3 gigs, not including the software na mga software background process na software na kinakain ng system. So at least 3 gigs ang kinakain ng rules of survival. And also Valorant ng medyo maliit lang, Counter-Strike, CSGO, Warzone sobrang laki. So I suggest dalawang 4 gig na stick, okay ka na, or at least apat ka 2 gig na stick. So depende sa sa motherboard ng CPU nyo. So and also mostly ang makuha nyo na unit is ang SFF, small form factor. Ang mga mga lumang PC na maliit lang ang case niya. So yan ang usually natin. Pero may ibang mga ganyan na pwede ma-recase. So after the RAM, let's move sa graphics card naman. Graphics card ang pinaka-importante kasi may mga 3D rendering like movements, and then kung may mga explosion, smoke grenade, and mga other effects sa game, ang nag-handle yan is ang graphics card. Hence the name graphics card. Ang CPU, more on processing mga data and mga physics. So, you need to get a good graphics card. I suggest na you go for the GT730 or the GT710. You could go sa iba dyan, mga GTX 750, GTX 1050 Ti, pero ang sobrang mahal nila, sobrang mahal na. Ang price ng GT730 could range from 1,500 to 3,000. So diyan ang pricing niya. You could find much lower than 1,500. You should go sa GT730. GT730 sobrang okay siya sa ROS, Valorant at sa ng ibang games. So yan, so covered na yan ang graphics card natin. So GT730 or GT710. Kung marami kang pera, you could go for the higher end ng mga graphics card. Pero you have to take into consideration na you are buying at least 10 or 5 or 10 of these cards. So dapat ang returns niya ang returns ng business mo enough to cover sa ginastos mo. Okay, so we covered the CPU, RAM, and graphics card. So storage naman. Ang storage mo, usually I would recommend 160 gig kasi perfect na yan for Valorant, Dota 2, Rules of Survival, League of Legends, at Crossfire. Okay na yan. Pero ngayon, may Warzone na. Call of Duty Warzone. So, Call of Duty Warzone na consumes at least 100 gigs sa imo hard drive, sa hard drive mo. So, if you're living in an area or you're putting up a business in an area na hindi sila mahilig sa Warzone or gusto nila ng Valorant or Crossfire or Rules of Survival, so I suggest the 160 gig. So, you have to understand your market first na kung anong laban nilalaro nila. So, ang mga bata ngayon hilig sa Roblox eh. So, if it were up to me, either 160 gig or 320 gig or 500 gig. Pero, again, you have to understand na you're buying this at least 10 pieces for the whole, for your entire unit. So, if you're planning to gusto mo parang future-proof para sa future games, sa future, I suggest the 320 gig or 500 gig. Pero if you just want to gusto ng mga players mo Crossfire lang or League of Legends or Roblox, so okay ang 160 gig. So you can upgrade your hard drive along ano naman kasi mura naman ang hard drive compared sa other parts ng computer. Okay, so next naman nang natapos na natin ang CPU, RAM, graphics, kaya storage. So other stuff na lang pag-usapan natin like keyboard. Ang keyboard usually ma-recommend ko is A4 Tech. Sobrang okay sila. Just don't buy the class A na imitation na A4 Tech. It's worth 500 pesos. Sobrang okay siya, especially kung mag-tap ang mga players or anong mouse. So okay yan. Sa monitor naman, I suggest a square monitor like sa likod ko ng wag lang if you're buying a monitor, try to look sa mga don't buy the pinakamalaki, but try to look for a monitor na enough na ang size niya and hindi sa budget mo, sakit sa bulsa. So somewhere around 1,300 to 1,600 for a monitor. So makita nyo, I don't think basang square monitor. Usually I use square monitors kasi they're super cheap and then maraming data ka makita compared sa rectangle na monitor. Pero I'm slowly converting changing my mga monitors ko into rectangle. Ang mga games, usually ang compatibility ng games. So, yan, sa monitor, try to look for ang pinaka-cheapest ng kahit kahit ang cheapest dyan, go for it lang. Basta check mo lang ang graphics niya, okay, VGA or HDMI, basta check nyo lang. Don't buy for the most expensive like mga increased 144 Hz or at least 200 Hz. Just buy the 60 Hz, okay na yan sa mga players nyo. Okay, so monitor okay naman yan, and then I suggest, depende headphones or speaker, depende na yan sa'yo. Timer, usually dito ang binibenta is isang table worth 5,000 pesos. Dalawang computer, makaya niya. You put the computer sa taas and the coin slot is in the middle. Sa ibang lugar sa mga Maynila or sa ibang lugar, I've noticed that ang design nila is a box type and then ang CPU nasa loob and then meron coin slot sa gilid and then parang isa na ang CPU at ang monitor at ang case. So dito, isang table, dalawang computer na. So depende sa inyo. I suggest guys if you're planning to buy a computer for your Pisonet business, I suggest na don't spend more than 10,000 pesos for one single unit. Keep it under 10,000. The lower than 10,000, the better. If makagasto ka around 8,000 pesos based sa mga suggestions ko, sa mga recommendations ko like i3 or i5 and then 8 gigs of RAM and then may GT 730 ka or GT 710 na graphics card and then 160 gig na storage, okay na yan. Just keep it under 10,000. Kung magsobra sa ng 10,000, sobrang mahal na yan. Kasi isang table which is equivalent sa dalawang computer cost around 20 to 23,000. Kasama na yan everything, CPU, monitor, keyboard, so dalawang computer yan, isang table. So I don't know sa lugar nyo kung ano ang design ng Pisonet nyo kasi makita ko isang single table, single computer. Dito, single table, dalawang computer. So guys, I hope may natutunan kayo. Basang advice ko lang don't forget i3 or i5, 8 gigs of RAM, and then GT 730 or GT 710. And lastly, do not buy, I repeat, huwag kayo bumili ng Intel Core 2 Duo. Obsolete na yan sila at ang processing power nila sobrang hina na. They're just good for browsing YouTube and browsing YouTube lang at mag-Facebook. So, don't bother buying Intel Core 2 Duo. And also Pentium. Basta Pentium or don't buy it, trust me. Save your money. Go for i3 or i5 na 2nd, 3rd, or 4th gen or higher. So guys, thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next video. Peace!